Welcome to Frostbite Cave, one of the coldest time periods ever. So cold that even the zombies had to wear winter jackets, causing them to be immune to being frozen by iceberg lettuce. But last time we went to the Wild West, where chicken wrangler zombies were the death of me. In this world, it has two gimmicks. Frozen plants, which, acts like a shield for the zombies, where they could just walk through. It makes the plants unable to attack, but they're frozen unless you destroy the frozen ice, either by hitting it with enough damage or unlocking a certain heat plants, or unlocking a certain plant that we're going to get sooner or later, and arrow tiles, which move some zombies to a different lane. Others could but there will be certain zombies that either ignore it or fly over it. And day one was very easy and very simple. In day two, we unlocked the newest plant, being hot potato. It unfreezes plants. That's about it. So day two gave us pre-planted repeaters, walnuts, so I just used them to take care of the zombies, and yeah, easy win. Day three, conveyor belt level, skip. Day four introduced us a new zombie called the snowball throwing zombie, which can be pretty annoying. What it does, it throws snowballs at my plants, and if the plant gets hit by 3 snowballs, they will be fully in a ice cube. But I was able to defeat one of them with a chili bean. Also, you're going to see me a lot, checking if I'm still recording or not, because sometimes I get worried that if I beat a level or a bunch of other levels, and I realize, oh wait, I wasn't recording that time. That's that's a nightmare to had. Anyway, there was a freezing a doom shroom. That is going to do anything. I could just explode it, and yeah. Also, I don't know why I brought iceberg lettuce here. It's going to be useless for this world. Day 5, conveyor belt level, skip. Did you know that the potatoes are the world's 4th largest food crop and were the first vegetable to be grown in space? And before you ask, yes, I got this information from Google AI. I'm aware that AI sucks, and I hate it too. But please take this with a pinch of salt or whatever. I hope you all don't mind. Day 6 locked us by using these. Locked us from using most of the seed packs with these random plants. At least one of them is useful, being hot potato. So I just potato mined, doom shroomed everything, like I did in ancient Egypt. And it was going pretty well. And hot potato is really useful. I changed the settings a bit, but it's not going to matter because this whole video is muted. And also, it was funny, slight glitch that you're probably going to see later. When Doomshroom explodes to his final form, and if it gets frozen at the same time, there's a chance of the explosion being frozen in ice. Pretty cool. Day 7, had pre-planted split peas, so I just unfreeze them and use it to my advantage. Pre-planted plants are fair game. And it's doing pretty well for me for using these split peas. Although this one doomshroom on the top is kind of pointlessly standing there because no zombie's going to eat it. And it got frozen ice. Okay. Also, there's blizzards that bring the zombies closer to the lane, kind of like sandstorms. But I guess different, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I kind of just nuked the entire place at the end, so yay. Day 8 is a conveyor belt level, so skip. Day 9 introduced us to a new type of zombie, the dodo bird zombie, which is an imp riding on a dodo bird. What it does, it flies over the arrow tiles, and I guess certain plants too. But, it's not that bad. A little bit annoying though, but not that bad. See, it flies over the potato mine, but it got immediately destroyed by the doom shroom, so it's whatever. I can probably trick it I can trick it by doing that. So, yeah. Destroyed everything with doom shroom, potato mines, cherry bombs, and a bunch of other stuff. And this world is pretty okay, I guess. And also finished everything else for cherry bomb and a doom shroom. So yeah, day 10 is a conveyor belt level, so skip. No facts for this one. I just want to let you all know that I decided to choose get the inflamement. I haven't used it now, but I won't be using them that much because it feels like it would be cheating. Anyway, probably should have mentioned that after a certain amount of worlds, being like 3, I'm allowed to choose 1 mint to use because, again, mints are technically an insta-use plant. And I chose the inflamement, like I said in the previous world. And since I already did 3 worlds, I can use the inflamement now. But that doesn't matter because I didn't use it for this world. I just want to let you know that I have the inflamement now. Anyway, so in day 11 is the gang lockers with a certain amount of plants, and at least we can use chili bean and hot potato. And it was a bit of a tricky world because, well, it kind of was. But I was able to somehow scrape by, even though it was kind of hard. But yay, win. Day 12, playing your defense level, and that's when I decided to use a inflamement, but only for the end. And also, this is where the world where you see the explosion frozen ice glitch, which will happen right up here. See? Crazy, isn't it? Don't know if that pauses the explosion damage or not, but doesn't really matter. And now I used inflamement, so yeah. Okay, day 13. Don't let the zombies trample the flowers. This was surprisingly easy, despite it having a GOG in this level. And also, this GOG is different from any other GOGs from the previous 3 levels, because this one flings not 1, not 2, but 3 imps at me. And, yeah. But that doesn't matter if I could just, nuke the entire playing field. But GOGs are still strong, so I don't think a nuke Doomshroom can handle it on his own. Let's see. I needed 2 Doomshrooms to destroy it. 14 is where I considered trying being with the given plans, but I decided not to because, okay, I can't do crap. Day 14 was very hard. You see, in day 14, I had to protect the endangered pepper poults. And that's going to be hard to do when my insta-use plans take who knows how long to recharge. And even then, they aren't strong enough to take on a horde of zombies on their own. So I lost a few times in this world. This was my first attempt. Then my second attempt, which I used Solar Sage, which didn't work. I tried again with Solar Sage again, but that also didn't work. Which means I'm busting out both 2 of the premium plans of Solar Sage and Doomshroom. And together, they actually helped out with everything. I put some plants in the back of those just in case the dodo zombies fly over the tiles. And with the help of Solar Sage giving me lots of sun and Doomshroom spam, things were looking great. Just there was a few close calls here and there, but I was able to win. So let's go! Okay, day 16 is the conveyor belt level, so skip. Anyway, so yeah, day 17, I decided to unlock a new premium plan, that being the squash, is a 50 cause plant that squashes the zombie in front of it or behind it, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, so in day 17 we got pre-planted char guards and fume shrooms, and a new zombie which I call the ice pusher zombie, which pushes the ice cubes that's filled with imps. Day 18 is conveyor belt, so skip. Day 19 forced us to have only 3 seat slots, and the rest is kind of pointless, but at least we got Stunyon and Hot Potato, and Stunyon's the new Insta-use plant, which what it does, it stuns the zombie in front of it, and that's about it. Yeah. Anyway, there was already ice plants like cabbage pult and whatever. And I actually lost in this world because, well, I decided to try this again, but this time, instead of chili bean, I had cherry bomb. And guess what? It was a lot easier now that I have a cherry bomb with me to do damage. And also to deal with all the ice stuff. Real Insta-use plant that I need. Which helped me during this, which, thank goodness. And also, even though I unlock Stunyon after this, I completely forget to use him until 2 or 3 levels later. You would see that happening in day 20 when I should unlock it, but I didn't. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but in this world there's also these small blizzards that happen, which freezes my plants over time. Different from the other blizzards that move zombies close. Snowstorm blizzards, I don't really know what to call them. And it was kind of a bit tricky for me to not lose because of this. But it was pretty but I almost had a close call there with the buckethead zombie. But I somehow still managed to win, so yay. Day 21 is a conveyor belt, so skip. Did you know that onions were once used as currency? Why does this image feel AI generated? Day 22 gave us avocado crocodiles and introduced us a new zombie called the Weasel Zombie, which releases his weasels when it gets a low enough health, and it would give me Chicken Wingler Zombie PTSD if it wasn't for the fact that if you place a plant on it, it doesn't immediately release its weasels, which is a good thing. So Solar Sage helped me a lot in this one, and to be honest, I don't know how I won because those weasels definitely went to my house. Maybe those are chill weasels or something. Day 23 is when I finally remembered that Stunyon exists, because it took me 3 days until I realized, oh right, this plant exists. So I decided to put Stunyon on the team, and also as a protect the endangered plants, being Char Guard, which flings zombies back. And it gave me a couple of close calls here and there, especially with the weasels being pretty extra annoying, and also losing one of the lawnmowers, and also the dodo zombies just flying over the arrows and eating my twin sunflowers, and also a bunch of weasel zombies that almost made me lose, but I still somehow made it up top. I don't know how, but I'm thankful. Anyway, day 24, produced a certain amount of sun. Solar Sage is here to save the day once again by enlightening the zombies, so I could just get some from them, and also from the weasels zombie, which, thank gosh. But one thing that I forgot to mention, that the only zombie that can't be enlightened in this world is surprisingly the dodo bird zombie. I guess animals are too small-brained or whatever to be enlightened. I don't know how that works, but okay. Day 25 is a conveyor belt, so skip. Day 26 is where I had to make sure to not destroy those icebergs, and I used Solar Sage to help me out because I do not want to destroy those ice that are filled with weasel zombies because I don't want things to go hectic. But it kind of went pretty bad because sooner or later there was too many weasels for me to handle, and yeah, that one wasn't chill. So time for my second attempt on this world, and this time I was cautious on when to use Solar Sage and not have any of the weasels get through my lawn mowers or anything. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Wasn't simple the first time, but I did my best to not have that happen a second time. Cherry Bomb really helped me there, and kind of raised their plant food. There goes my lawn mowers, and not gonna lie, if there was a weasel zombie by any of those lanes, I would have been in trouble, but yay, I won! Well, I meant like the bottom lane. Day 27 is when I have to admit that I'm a complete idiot and forgot that I still have rutabaga still in my plant loadout, and I did not even notice that, which might have caused me to lose. So in step 1, this is the protect the endangered plants, that being the rutabaga, or I'm pretty sure it's called the rutabaga. And yeah, there was like too many zombies for me to handle, especially when I had to protect it from multiple gogs, which one god appeared, and it took like 2 instas to destroy. And it was going on pretty well, pretty swell, and I was so close of winning too, if it wasn't for the fact that that snowball zombie ate it. So yeah. Attempt 2, I decided to bring in Enflamement, still not realizing that I have a non-insta plant in my loadout that I'm currently not using. And I know I'm supposed to wait until like strike 3 to use more than one premium plant, but to be honest, I am literally so close to finishing this world, and I did not want to have any more recording taking up more space in my photos with a bunch of filming. So I just went, screw it, I'm going to do this a bit early in this one. And it's not going to matter either because, like I showed you, I was close of winning until I, wasn't. Because all the zombies started to grow up, I used up my mint, and the mint wasn't enough for the Gog to squash my rutabaga. Attempt 3 in this world is when my brain finally grew some brain cells and realized that rutabaga wasn't belonging on this loadout. So I got rid of it for Solar Sage, because Solar Sage helps me produce sun, and for me to plant a lot more doom shrooms, which helped me a lot in this world. And I was planning to use Enflamement for the very last. So, after some, and I mean, not some, but a lot of explosions, planting chili beans and potato mines on the right behind the arrows in case those zombies fly over them. And a lot more, waiting, and the final wave came, 2 gargantuas, just Doomshroom nuked the entire place, and I won. Day 28 is the last world for this, because the world after this is a given plants level, and the next is the boss fight. In this one, I had PTSD for the last time I did a Plan U defense level when they had like chicken wrangler zombies. So I decided to bring Enflamement for this one, because I do not want to have the same thing happened to me. I let all my lawnmowers take care of the rest. In the final wave, I used Inflamement and spammed the heck out of it. And there, I won. The 2 levels are basically nothing. And thank you all for watching. Sorry I had to use more premium plans in the end. But until next time, we're going to go up against whatever the next world is. So yeah, bye. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. See you all next time. Bye-bye.